Bruce Wayne is renowned for his brooding nature, unwavering commitment to justice, and his nightly mission to strike fear into Gotham's criminal underworld. It's safe to say that Bruce isn't exactly known for being warm, supportive, or having a balanced personal life. With his relentless work and obsession with protecting Gotham City, it's hard to imagine him wanting children. Bruce's days and nights are consumed by training, patrolling, and stealing whatever moments of sleep he can manage. However, if Batman were to have a weakness, it would be his children, both adopted and biological. Although he never planned on bringing kids into his dark and tumultuous world, Bruce would go on to adopt and father several children. In this video, we'll focus solely on those, not on alternate universes. Cracking Bruce's emotionally hardened shell took time and the assistance of Alfred. Eventually, his children would give Batman something he thought he had lost forever, a loving and supportive family. Richard Dick Grayson, often hailed as Batman's prodigal son, was the first child to come under Bruce Wayne's wing. Dick's parents, John and Mary, were part of the Flying Graysons Trapeze Act. Tragically, they were murdered in Gotham City when their circus refused to pay protection money to the local mob. Tony Zucco, a low-level hitman, tampered with the trapeze wires, leading to the fateful accident that claimed Dick's parents' lives. As Dick witnessed his parents' fatal fall, Bruce Wayne, equally horrified, watched from the audience as another innocent child became an orphan at the hands of Gotham's merciless criminals. Seeing his reflection in the boy and having abundant resources to raise him, Bruce offered to foster Richard. Initially, Bruce kept a cold and distant demeanor, which did little to help Dick adjust to his new home. However, when Batman discovers Dick sneaking out into the dangerous streets of Gotham in search of his parents' killer, Bruce reveals his secret life as a crime fighter. The agile and athletic young circus performer began training under Bruce's guidance, learning from one of the world's most skilled combat experts. Eventually, Dick became the first person to don the mantle of Robin. Dick Grayson's fighting style as Robin was a captivating blend of acrobatics and martial artistry, setting him apart from his mentor and subsequent successors. Unlike Batman, who relied on brute force, Robin was like a graceful bird, keeping his foes off balance with his agile movements before swiftly dispatching them. With extensive training and natural athleticism, Dick became one of the most formidable combatants in the world. However, as time passed, his optimistic and idealistic outlook clashed with Bruce's cynical and distrustful demeanor. These differences eventually break, leading Dick to walk away from Bruce, leaving behind his life as the Boy Wonder. Dick moved to the crime-ridden city of Bloodhaven, where Batman's presence was absent. Taking on the name Nightwing to distance himself from his past and maintain a secret identity, Dick stepped out of Batman's shadow to forge his path. Nightwing quickly became one of Batman's greatest achievements, becoming a symbol of hope rather than fear, Bruce's preferred approach. However, with the Robin mantle vacant, Bruce Wayne soon found another candidate to fill those pointy-toed shoes. In many ways, Jason Todd was the complete opposite of Dick Grayson. This isn't to say that the two didn't get along. Their relationship has become quite friendly in recent years. However, Jason brought his brooding and angst-filled personality to the dynamic duo, contrasting with his predecessor's cheerful nature. Bruce encountered Jason one night when he caught the young street urchin attempting to steal the Batmobile's tires. Impulsively, Bruce decided to take Jason under his wing and train him as the new Robin. In Jason, Bruce saw even more of himself than in Dick. Jason was the son of well-intentioned but tragically doomed parents, with his mother succumbing to a drug overdose and his father recently gone missing. Unlike Dick, Jason lacked the natural athleticism that made his predecessor an exceptional fighter and a perfect fit for the role. However, Bruce recognized a burning fire within Jason, a white-hot rage that fueled his core and drove him to overcome any obstacle without giving up. Bruce understood that fire because he carried it within himself. He promised to help Jason control that rage, harnessing it for justice rather than allowing it to consume everything in its path. Jason embraced the training with unparalleled enthusiasm and zeal, which was uncommon for someone so young. Having only known the harsh realities of survival on Gotham's mean streets, the chance to prove himself brought forth an unstoppable force from deep within him. As Robin, Jason displayed pluckiness and steadfastness and proved to be a forceful and effective partner for Batman. He eschewed Dick's evasive distraction tactics and imprinted his rebellious and fist-oriented style onto the Robin legacy. But guess what happened? Tragedy struck the Bat family in a way that would leave an indelible mark. The Joker managed to capture Jason Todd, the second Robin, and subjected him to a brutal beating with a crowbar. Batman raced against time to save his son but arrived too late. The warehouse where Jason was held captive exploded, taking him with it. This harrowing event would forever haunt Batman and profoundly impact his personality and relationship with his other children. Eventually, Jason was revived by Talia al Ghul using a Lazarus pit, but he harbored deep resentment towards Bruce for not saving him. Adopting the persona of the Red Hood, Jason's rage consumed him, leading him on a path of vengeance, targeting criminals and eventually turning his sights on Batman himself. While Jason's hatred towards his father would eventually subside, the scars remained, and it took years for their relationship to heal. Once forgiveness was granted, Jason was welcomed back into the Bat family with open arms, but he would always carry the label of the Black Sheep. Now let's turn our attention to Bruce's third adopted son, who saved Batman from his darkest self. After Jason's death, Bruce was left alone, burdened by unimaginable loss and drowning in grief. Only Alfred, who actively raised all of Bruce's children, witnessed the depths of Bruce's pain. Amidst Batman's descent into anger and violence, a young Gotham resident named Tim Drake caught on to the news reports, realizing that Batman not only lost a Robin, but also needed a Robin. Tim, the son of archaeologists Jack and Janet Drake, had experienced a childhood where his parents were often absent. His keen mind and detective skills set him apart from the previous Robins. Tim had witnessed Dick Grayson's circus performance on the tragic night of his parents' death and recognized similarities between Robin's fighting style and Dick's acrobatics. He traced these connections back to Bruce Wayne. Understandably, Batman initially resisted the idea of training another protege after the loss of Jason, but Tim proved himself when he saved Batman's life during an encounter with Two-Face. Reluctantly, Bruce acknowledged that working with a partner helped temper his more violent tendencies. Thus, Tim Drake became the third Robin, embraced as Batman's intellectual disciple. During his time as Robin, Tim continued and revitalized some of the earliest roles of Robin that Jason had yet to be interested in. Tim played significant roles in the Teen Titans and the Young Justice teams. Additionally, Tim developed a romantic relationship with Stephanie Brown, also known as the Spoiler, who even temporarily assumed the mantle of Robin in Tim's absence, becoming the first, but not the last, female Robin. Tim Drake, though lacking the acrobatic prowess of Dick and the brute strength of Jason, excelled as a staff wielder and a brilliant strategist. His intellect and resourcefulness made him one of the most formidable and underestimated Robins. Tim's partnership with Bruce reached equality, complementing Batman's personality with purpose and ease. He carried the mantle of Robin with compassion and dependability, showcasing occasional shrewdness and rationality. Next, we have Cassandra Cain, daughter of assassins David Cain and Lady Shiva. She possesses exceptional combat skills and can read body language, granting her a predictive advantage. After realizing the wrongness of killing, she escaped her abusive father and gained Batman's trust by saving Commissioner Gordon's life. Cassandra is highly regarded for her fighting abilities and has earned the respect of the Bat family, adopting various aliases such as Batgirl, Orphan, and Black Bat. Damian Wayne, the son of Bruce Wayne and Talia al Ghul, had a complex journey as Robin, eventually finding his place within the Bat family. Initially raised by his mother in the League of Assassins, Damian underwent intense training that desensitized him to death and killing. When Talia left him in Bruce's care, Damian became the youngest Robin under the guidance of Dick Grayson's Batman. However, his violent and egotistical nature often clashed with his predecessor, Tim Drake, and he struggled to understand and adhere to Batman's strict no-killing rule. Damian's relationship with Bruce took time, marked by conflicts and challenges. His impulsive behavior and disregard for authority tested their bond, but as Damian spent more time with his family, he gradually learned the importance of trust and began resisting the violent teachings ingrained in him. Despite his initial reluctance, Damian joined the Teen Titans, where he learned to rely on his peers and work as a team. Through these experiences, Damian's character matured and he started understanding the value of compassion and cooperation. While Damian possessed remarkable fighting skills, his cocky and disrespectful attitude often got him into trouble. His desire to prove himself against everyone created tension within the Bat family. However, as Damian developed relationships with his siblings and other heroes, he began to appreciate the importance of unity and earn the respect of his peers. Damian's journey took a dramatic turn when he sacrificed himself in battle against an adult clone created by his mother. Bruce revived him using a Chaos Shard, temporarily granting Damian powers. Despite this extraordinary circumstance, Damian ultimately returned to the Robin mantle, embracing his role as Bruce's partner and continuing his growth as a hero. Throughout his evolution, Damian found a close friendship with Jonathan Kent, the son of Superman, further solidifying his place in the superhero community. Despite his challenging upbringing and initial conflicts, Damian's character development and integration into the Bat family made him a fan favorite. In the futuristic setting of Batman Beyond, another member of the Bat family emerged. Terry McGinnis. Born in a dystopian future Gotham, Terry discovered Bruce Wayne's secret past and inherited his legacy as the Batman of his time. Although technically Bruce's biological child was due to nanotechnology used during his conception, their relationship differed from Bruce's paternal connections with his other children. Terry carried on the Batman mantle in the distant future, navigating his unique challenges and adventures. The dynamic and diverse journeys of Damian Wayne and Terry McGinnis showcase the ever-evolving nature of the Bat family. Each member brings their strengths, struggles, and contributions to the legacy of Batman, ensuring that the symbol of the Dark Knight endures across time and generations.